Hello everyone. So today I made a big run to Sam's Club, and I thought for my next load I would do 10 pounds of scalloped potatoes. And Sam's Club makes it real easy for me because each one of these packages weigh 2.5 pounds, which just happens to be what a trail holds, 2.5 pounds. So they made the math really easy for me. And these are scalloped potatoes, fully baked, made with whole milk, cheddar, Parmesan, Romano, and for a creamy cheese flavor, and topped with extra cheese. And we're going to do it according to the directions in the oven. I'm going to cook them first. So I'm going to preheat them in the tray that they came in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 350 degrees. And then we'll tray them up. One box per tray. Thank you, Members Mark. You made my life easy on that one. So, let me get these cooked up in the oven, then we'll get them in the freezer until they're frozen solid, and they'll be going in my next load in the freeze dryer. And there we have it. 4 trays, 10 pounds of Sam's Club scalloped potatoes. And I put these in individual servings using these modular molds that I got from frozenright.com. And I really like these, especially for my savory items, because it makes it really easy to do individual portions. So let me get these packaged up, and then we'll do a taste test. Okay, we got them all packaged away and labeled up for long-term storage. I put them in a Mylar bag with a 300cc. I put 4 squares, so that's 4 portions, or 2 large portions of potatoes per bag, and they're ready to go. I'll probably include those in a meal in a Mylar bag video soon. So I got one of those squares here. Let's just put some water on that. Get that back down in the water. Cover that with water. We'll see how this rehydrates. I used, looks like about a little bit more than a third of a cup of water on one of those large squares. There's 2 sizes of squares that were in that tray. I used a larger one. Let's get all that, get some moisture on all that. That's half a cup that I used. And they seem to be coming to life. There you go. Let's see what that tastes like. Yeah. Came out real nice. The potatoes turned out a little soft. So if you're looking for that crunchy texture out of the oven, you're not going to get that. But I think you can see there the texture of the potatoes is almost a little bit firmer than a mashed potato. Kind of like a baked potato. But the cheese that's in this still gives you a texture, a chewy texture, not a dry texture. The cheese actually does real nicely, but it's got a little bit of a chewiness to it. But the flavor, spot on. The bigger lumps of the potatoes in the center still could use a little time because they're not totally reconstituted, but I don't mind that, especially if I was in an emergency situation, because everything there is perfect for a meal. But I could leave this sit and let it go cold while it soaked up more water, and I'm not going to do that. If you were making homemade scalloped potatoes, I'd worry about cutting them too thin, because I think, judging from this, that they would turn to mush when reconstituting. So the thickness is about right. Just bear in mind that some of the thick potatoes haven't got the water that's seeped into the middle of the potato yet, so there is a little bit of crunchiness to the center of the potato. And I'm sure that if I left that set, moisture would work its way through to the center of that potato, but then it would be cold, and I want to eat them hot. So I'm super happy with these. Very easy for you to do, because Sam's Club sells these in a tray that's 2.5 pounds. And 2.5 pounds is exactly what one tray holds in a medium freeze dryer. And I did weigh those just to see how accurate they were on their weight of 2.5 pounds. And after baking them, I weighed them, and it came to 2.48 pounds basically per box. So they were pretty close, and probably lost that other just in the baking process. So they didn't skimp, and plenty of cheese on this. These are really good. Definitely a nice addition to a meal in a Mylar bag. I just got to think of one to add it to. Need to come up with a new meal. But there you have it. Another success by John and Bibbs. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.